Now solve the equation sin square x minus 5 sin x plus 4 is equal to 0. So now we can take t is equal to sin x. This one we can take as a first equation. Let t is equal to sin x I am going to take. Then this equation will become t square minus 5t plus 4 is equal to 0. Then I can factorize this. 4 can be factorized by minus 4 minus 1. So I can get minus 5. So t minus 4 into t minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore t is equal to 4 or t is equal to 1. Now after getting the t answer, I can replace t by sin x. So first case I am going to consider, let sin x is equal to 4. So x is equal to sin inverse of 4. So sin inverse of 4, which is not possible because sin inverse of 1, x is equal to sin inverse of 4, which is not possible. So we can leave that. Let t is equal to 1 I am going to consider. This case I am going to consider. Sin inverse of x is equal to 1. So x is equal to sin inverse of 1. So where you will get sin inverse of 1? You will get 1 in pi by 2, at pi by 2. So in general case I am writing x is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2. Why this is not possible I told? Because in sin inverse I will not get the answer as 4. Okay, so that only I told this is not possible. Here x is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2. So x is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2, where n belongs to integers. Now the second question is, solve 12x cube plus 8x is equal to 29x square minus 4. So just I am going to take all the terms together in one side. So 12x cube minus 29x square plus 8x plus 4 is equal to 0. So I am going to try whether x is equal to 1 is a root or not. How I can find out? I can divide this polynomial coefficients simply by 1 by the synthetic division method. You know, you studied this synthetic division method in 10th standard. So that method only I am going to use here. So here I have to put 0. 12 plus 0 is 12. Then you have to multiply both. 1 into 12 is 12. Again you need to subtract. Here 17 you will get. 17 ones are 17. Here you have to add both. You will get 25. 25 ones are 25. 29. So if you get 0 as a remainder, then this will be the root. If you are not getting 0 here, this is not a root. Okay. Or factor. This is not a factor. So remainder I am getting is 29. So x is equal to 1 is not a factor. Let us try whether x is equal to minus 1 is a root or not. So like that same way, the coefficients I am writing here, and I am going to divide by minus 1 using the synthetic division. 0, 12 plus 0, 12. Here minus 12. This is minus 41. Minus 41 into minus 1 is plus 41. This is 49 minus 49. So minus 49, 4 minus 37. So anyway I am not getting the remainder as 0. I am not getting the remainder as 0. Sorry, minus 49 minus 4 is minus 45. Minus 45. So x is equal to minus 1 is not a root, or x is equal to minus 1 is not a factor. So let us check whether x is equal to 2 is a root or not. So this is trial and error method. So just we are checking. Okay. X is equal to 2 is a root or not. So the coefficients I am writing as usual. Here first term I have to put 0. So 12 plus 0 is 12. 12 2s are 24. Here minus 5. 5 2s are 10, minus 10, minus 2. 2 2s are 4, minus 4, 0. So here I am getting 0. So x is equal to 2 is a factor for the polynomial. So x is equal to 2 is one of the root. Then the quotient is 12x square minus 5x minus 2. It is a quotient. The remainder is 0. So the quotient is what? 12x square minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 12 2s are 24 minus 24. This can be factorized by 8 3s are 24. With the coefficient I want to divide, minus 8 by minus 12, 3 by 12. So 2 by 3 I will get minus 2 by 3, 1 by 4. So x minus 2 by 3, x plus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 by 3, x is equal to minus 1 by 4. Therefore the three roots are 2, 2 by 3, minus 1 by 4. Examine the rational roots. 2x square minus x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So I want to find out the rational roots for this equation. 2x cube. So here just look at the equation. Sum of the coefficient is 0, that is 2 minus 1 minus 1. That is 2 minus 2 is 0. If sum of the in last exercise we have studied about the properties. Sum of the coefficient is 0 means x is equal to 1 is a root. X is equal to 1 is a root of the equation. So if x is equal to 1 is a root of the equation means we can divide by 1 using the synthetic division. So 2 minus 1, 0 minus 1. Why I am putting 0 here? Since I don't have the x coefficient, so I am putting 0. So 0, 2 plus 0, 2, 2 ones are 2, here plus 1, 1 into 1, 1, plus 1, 1 ones are 1, 0. So the remainder is 0. The quotient is 2x square plus x plus 1. So to find the other root, we want to solve the quotient polynomial. So I can solve the quotient polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial. So I can using the formula method. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So if you substitute like this, you will get minus 1 plus or minus root 7 by 4. So instead of this minus 7 I can write 7i square. So minus 1 plus or minus I root 7 by 4. By 4. So these are the three roots. So in these three roots, one is a rational root, one is a rational root, the other two roots are complex roots. Now the second problem is, I want to find the rational roots for this equation polynomial x power 8 minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Here an is nothing but the coefficient of the first term, the highest degree, that is 1. A0 is nothing but the constant term, that is 1. The root p by q is equal to P answer is 1 and Q answer is 1. That is 1. So P by Q is equal to 1. P is a factor of 1 and Q is a factor of 1. But since 1 has no factor, the given equation has no rational roots. Since 1 has no factor, it has only one factor, it does not have factors. So that this equation does not have a rational roots.